Brands care about one thing and one thing only, making money. And if your UGC portfolio does not tell them how you are going to be the right person to make that happen, it doesn't matter how pretty it is, how aesthetically pleasing it is. It's not going to convert in the way that you want it to at the prices you want to sell it at.
Knowing that, I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to build out a true six-figure UGC portfolio from scratch, plus a template included for you guys in the description. And why you should trust me is I have been on both the creator side and the brand side, so I know exactly what it takes to make pitches like this convert. Let's dive in. Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm going to be walking through a step-by-step, full-blown tutorial of exactly how I created my six-figure UGC portfolio for 2025. So if you haven't seen part one, where I actually went over the intricacies of this six-figure UGC portfolio, you're going to want to check that out first. You can find that linked in the description below. But I'm basically going to walk through exactly how I created this and how you could replicate it for your own business today. The first thing that we are going to need to do is have a Canva account. You can either have a pro subscription or a free subscription. You will have access to create this portfolio from scratch with either one of them. But I personally recommend, just for your business in general, having the pro subscription. So here's exactly what it looks like when we're actually in Canva. As you can see, it is currently blocked out for me to make any edits because obviously this is a live website right now. So in order to start that in Canva, what you're going to do is come over to create a design, and then you're going to find websites or just type it in. Either way, as you can see, it's the first one on my list because I do it so frequently. So you're going to go ahead and click on that. And then you can start building out your website. I actually created mine completely from scratch because I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like, but you can also choose from any of these templates over here. If you guys would like a full tutorial on how to build a Canva website from scratch, I actually have a video completely dedicated to that too. So I'm not going to show you exactly how to do that in this video. Instead, you can go watch that video. I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description of this video. It's going to be the second one that you're going to see, and then you're going to see part one to this tutorial series there as well. So we're not going to go over exactly how to intricately create the website from scratch. You can watch that in the other tutorial video linked below, but instead I'm going to show you how I actually built this on Canva. All right, so hope that makes sense. So once you build your website, you can start making the different pages that you want, however you want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and click edit design on this one so we can go step by step into how I did each of the pieces. So the first thing that I did is I went ahead and added a photo up here. So as you can see, there is a filter on this. This is the original photo. And then I actually put a filter on it to newspaper because I was trying to have like a luxurious black and white aesthetic. And you'll also see, if I were to unlock this and move this around, you'll see that there's also a black background in the back. And I also did a little bit of transparency or opacity. So that's kind of how the two things I was able to do to get this aesthetic that I was looking for in the beginning. Then I simply just added in my individual title, slogan. If we zoom in a little bit, you'll see that there is also a little bit of a background color. So all I did was copy and paste that over and then make it the color that I wanted in the back and then do that. The other way that you could possibly do this if you wanted was just clicking effects and then doing something like this one, but I did not want it to go that direction. However, you obviously could pop the direction over and move the offset and then just change that color to that. So exact same concepts, completely up to you if you'd rather do that, but I decided to go ahead and just add one in the background. There you go. The next thing that we're going to do is how to add these in. One thing else I want to show you is you have the ability to actually adjust the size on your website pages, which is kind of cool. So this is not going to be a multi-page website. It's just going to be a landing page that allows people to go up and down on it. It's going to be a one-page website, if you will. But you can actually make them as small or as large as you'd like. So in this case, I kind of added two different page breaks, as you'll see here, that allow me to have a menu and then like a very small little examples of photos, videos, etc. So let's say we wanted home to be this. So you could use home and you could pop it wherever you wanted. And then you could simply come to click link right here. Or you could also right click and find the exact same thing. Once you do that, you can either add a link. Let's say you have somewhere else you want them to send. You can obviously put that link in there. Or if you want to send them to a specific page on your actual website, all you have to do is scroll down and figure out where you want them to go. So in this particular case, let's just say I want them to go here. And if I were to do preview, And let's say I came, all the way down here. That's what this menu up here is going to be for. It's going to take me to the different places in the website itself. And if I click home, it will bring me back up there. Okay. So that's exactly how you can add each of those individual links in there, no matter what you want the menu items to say. The next part is this guy right here. So all I did was just add in individual screenshots of videos that I've created. You could also do this with photos. You could seriously just make this a different color. So let's say you wanted a different page break and we wanted it to be, let's just say the highlight color that we're currently using, and we can make this a little bit smaller. So if I make this smaller here, and then I also get rid of this, then we could just do that instead. So it's completely up to you how you want to make a page break. But if you did watch the part 1 of this series, you know exactly why I decided to add these in here. So the good news, if you're watching this video today, is I've actually included the template to this exact UGC portfolio below, so you can embed all of your own photos, images, text, menu items, etc. in it. So if you want to actually use the exact template that I'm using, you can head to the description, grab that, and then literally follow along and just embed your stuff while we're doing it together today. The next section is about creator. What you're going to have access to is you can change this photo to be just a photo of yourself, a photo of you filming, whatever you want to do, and then the individual things here. I decided to make these a little bit bigger in text size just because I wanted them to be able to be seen. Very, very simple. So here's where it gets into the little bit more intricate of a design. If you watched part 1 of this series, you know that I built my image and video examples to be able to be played as an embed. So rather than someone having to scroll through a bunch of different videos, a bunch of different photos, they actually have the ability to simply click on the right arrow, which you can't do it because I'm editing it right now, but they have the ability to click on the right arrow and then they can, scroll through like a slideshow. They also have the ability to click play on the videos, which will then take them through all of the different videos I have. Here is exactly how you guys are going to be able to replicate this as well. We're going to go back into Canva, into our normal like dashboard here. And then I want you to think really quickly about what you want to showcase. So in this particular case, I personally want to showcase 9:16 UGC style videos. That means 9:16 here. And then if you come down here and I want to show photos, I personally chose a 4:3 option, which is kind of like the hybrid of a landscape portrait mode. So instead of a 1:1 that you would usually see on Instagram, and instead of a 16:9 that you would usually see on YouTube, for my photos, I decided the most optimized size was going to be a 4:3. So it's a little bit taller than it is long. Okay. So what I want you to think about is what exactly do you want to be promoting size wise in your portfolio? A quick example, if I were to do this myself, let's say I wanted to pull this down a little bit and then I wanted to have examples of long form 16:9 videos here, which I do, by the way. So we're literally going to do this together. So I'm going to copy and paste this down. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do this for your own brand. So I'm going to put Amazon product reviews. So this is actually something that I personally wanted to add to my portfolio anyway. So it is perfect time to do it with you guys today. And I'm going to copy the same size. All right. So now when I think about an Amazon product review, I know that it is a 16:9. So it's going to be this way, just like a YouTube video. So something I'm going to do, you don't have to do this at all, but something I am going to do is I'm going to come down here to frames and I'm going to find the laptop or the desktop frame. So I like this one right here. And I'm going to make sure that it fits in here. Okay. So we're going to pull this guy down a little bit. Oop, the whole thing, please. There we go. And pop that right there where it should be at the end. And I'm going to pull this down a little bit as well. So you can see it is exactly where it should be related to all of the other ones. Now what I'm going to do is come in here and we are going to again think about the size that we want to showcase within the portfolio. In this particular case, I want a 16:9. So what we could do is either click on something like YouTube thumbnail, video, social media, different ways to do it. But I'm going to go ahead because I know what I want. I'm going to go to create a design and then I'm going to come to custom size. So I want the width to be 16 and the height to be 9, create a design, and then it should be perfect, exactly what I want here. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and start uploading videos that make sense for that particular thing. Or again, uploading images instead of videos. So what you're going to do is go ahead and upload the file that makes sense for what you're trying to get live. So in this particular case, it is an Amazon review video. And again, it is 16 by 9. You can see the difference right here. So this is 16 by 9 versus 9 by 16. Okay, so that's the reason why I made the choice to make this custom size. As I mentioned a second ago, we are creating a standalone file that we are going to actually be able to embed a bunch of things in the future into. And then this is also going to be embedded into the website. So anything that you add into this file is then going to appear on the website in real time. So I'm personally going to go ahead and say Amazon reviews slash YouTube examples. I'm doing this because I want to be able to easily revert back to this and find this in my Canva account. Okay. So now we are going to drag and drop. The next thing we want to do is make sure that the playback is not on automatic. The reason why is when we embed this into our other document, it will just start yelling at the person. It'll start playing immediately. So we want to click playback here and we want to remove play automatically. All right, very, very simple. The third thing you're going to want to make sure is that this is fully uploaded before you embed this link into your Canva document. The reason why is if you do that beforehand and then you don't wait for it to upload fully, when you access the website or when your potential client accesses the website, this will not be viewable. Okay, hope that makes sense. So now that we have what we want here, we can go ahead and add an additional page and then add additional files as well. So let's say I want to add this one because it's a 16 by 9. And let's say I want to do this one as well because again, it is a 16 by 9 example. So once we do that and all of these are fully uploaded, we're going to come to share. Here's where it gets a little tricky, but it's going to be really, really easy. Once you learn it once, you can apply it to every other file you make in the future. So all we're going to do is find the thing that says public view link. If you do not have that, you might need to actually type it in right here, which is fine if you don't have that right on the search bar. But what we're looking for is public view link. Once we click on that, we can create public view link. Then we're going to go ahead and click copy link right here. Now we're going to go back into our original idea and we are simply going to click Control V, copy paste. Once we do that, the link to the public view link will now be embedded. And then you can easily come in here if you'd like. You can obviously just put it like normal. You don't have to embed it in here if you don't want. But I made the choice to go ahead and add it into kind of like a desktop look to kind of make it look a little bit more professional. All right, so let's say we like that. So that's exactly how I would embed that. Then if I wanted to do the exact same thing, and let's say I wanted to add some 1 by 1 examples instead. So I've got my 9 by 16s, I've got my 4 by 3s, I've got my 16 by 9s, and now I want to add some 1 by 1 image examples. Okay, so this was video. I could scroll down here and let's say we move this baby over and we want to change it to 1 by 1. So let's say this is what we wanted it to look like just so they could see, what it could potentially look like on Instagram. Unfortunately, actually, Instagram just literally this past weekend when I'm making this video made an enhancement to make everything 4 by 3. So 1 by 1s almost don't matter anymore on Instagram, but 1 by 1s could be beneficial for Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Those will more than likely still show up in that way in some different platforms that you're scrolling on. So there might be a reason for you to have 1 by 1. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. Just so you can see it all again, I'm going to simply come create a design. Again, you can click social media if you want instead, or you can just type it up here. Let's just go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go to Instagram and then we are going to go Instagram post square. It's a 1 by 1 because it's a 1080 by 1080. Now, since these are images, I'm simply going to come down here and say 1 by 1 images. And we do want to change this name, by the way, because the name will appear on the document itself. So the embedded public view link, once you publish this website, it will say the name on the top of the public view link. So if you literally just call it untitled document or something, they will see that on the other end. So we want to absolutely make sure that we change from untitled design to the name that we want it to be. So once we do that, we're going to go ahead and upload some photos. So let's just say we wanted to upload this as one of our image examples and this one. Again, these are 1 by 1. So as you can see, I'm losing a little bit of the image, which I don't personally like. I like to have it where you can see the whole thing. But let's just say for this sake, we wanted to do 1 by 1 only. So let's say we liked all of these. And again, at any time, you can straight up come in here and just keep adding a page every single time you make a video or every single time that you do a new UGC photo. All right, we're going to do the exact same thing. Public view link, create, copy, and Control V. And just put that baby right here. Okay, so now that we have those, if we wanted to see what this is going to look like on the client's end, we could click publish website. Obviously, mine's already published, so the changes that I made right now, I have to click publish in order for them to appear. So if you guys are not familiar, again, with how to actually create and publish the website on Canva, you're going to want to head to the description after this video and watch that free, I think it's like a 30 to 45-minute exactly how to tutorial on how to get the website live. So go do that after this. I'm not going to show that in this video today, but let's say I was ready to go and I wanted to republish the website. Now, theoretically speaking, if I were to come over here to this link, I should be able to refresh and see the new changes that we have made together today. Let's go to video examples and see if that's the case. And if I scroll down, as you can see, Amazon product reviews is here. It's taking a little bit of time because obviously I just published it. As you can see, the title is there and it would say untitled design if I were to not change that. And then now they can scroll through all of the different videos here. Okay. And last but not least, the image examples, they now have the ability to click over to be able to find those. So that's exactly how you can make those quick changes to your UGC portfolio as well by simply creating a public view embed link. Same thing here. This is the exact same concept I did for my hooks and B-rolls. You could just embed that if you'd like. And last but not least, this is also the exact same thing I did for my partners and results. So I basically just decided that I wanted this to be a certain size, which I will show you. So you'll see in here UGC photo examples, podcast style, UGC pricing, etc. I did all of those very intentionally so that I could find them whenever I needed to change anything or add new videos, etc. This one, however, does not have a name. So I'm going to say results examples. Okay, so now once I do that, I made this one. I don't even remember what size this is. I think it's a 1x1. You can always see what the size is by clicking resize, by the way, and seeing where you're at. Yeah, right now it's a 1080 by 1080, so it's a 1x1. And then I just simply added these images in here. Very simple. So image, and then these are some images from Fiverr for my results. So all I would have to do on this as well is simply come in and get that public view link. As you can see, it is currently live. So let's say I just got a new 5-star review on Fiverr, which I did. I could easily come into this document, the result examples or whatever you want to call yours, and then I can take a quick screenshot and I can copy and paste that into this document and it will automatically show over here now since I adjusted the public view link. So right now you'll see that this is ending, like there's nothing there at the end. If I click refresh, go down to results, and the new 5-star review should be at the very end. There you go. See? Very, very simple. So that's exactly what I wanted to show you guys today on how to build that out from start to finish. The most important piece being the embed of the public view link. This is something that not a lot of people are doing, but it is going to completely set you apart from the competition in the UGC space. You could also do this for literally any other portfolio you have, whether you're an Amazon influencer, you are a regular influencer, you're a YouTuber, whatever it is. You can pop everything in a public view link and completely change the aesthetic and the user friendliness of your portfolio. The only other last pieces that you'll see here are like contact. These right here are links because I made them links. So if we go back to our original portfolio template that is currently live right now, we're going to go ahead and click edit design, and you're going to scroll until you come to the contact page. And literally all you have to do is click on or double click. So let's just say this, for example, then you would click link and you would just drop your link in there, whatever it is. So let's say my Instagram link, for example, my TikTok link, and my YouTube link. So those are going to be ways for them to get in contact with you outside of just email and also see more of what you have to offer in your portfolio. So I hope this was beneficial, guys. Like I said, you can actually find this exact template in the description below. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you need to edit and that you need to make from scratch. But in the template, you will find all of the individual pieces that basically say insert public view link here. And then you have the opportunity to build however you want and make it something that you can add to literally every single time you make a new piece of content. So I hope that was beneficial for you guys. And if you have any questions or if you'd like me to go over anything more in depth, please feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you would like to see exactly how to make that website from scratch in Canva, I better see you in this video next.